Okay. It's show time. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Let's do this. Getting ready for the show. Okay. Let's do this. Anybody home? All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for the show? Let me know if you can hear me and you can hear the music at the background. Quickly, please, Mr. HFHDG, Mr. Blues, can you let us know if you can hear us, if everything is working good? Trying different things today. Just woke up, getting ready, got my coffee, and ready to go. Anybody? Yes, clearly. Can you hear the background sounds, the music at the background? Okay. All right, so let's do this, man. Hello, everybody. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Loud and clear. I'm asking about the music. No asking about me. The music at the background. I'm trying something different. The music. Can you hear the ten? Let me know, please. I want to fix everything before we go. Okay. Let's do this. Wow, what a day, huh? Monday. And we have so much to share, man. We have so much to talk about in the Chelsea world. What a week. Okay. I think the tone is different than the music. I don't know why it's too hard for you to tell me if you can just hear the music, the background music. That's what I'm asking for. The tone could be interpreted differently than the music. Anyways, it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to say anything. All right, so let's do this. We have today I wanted to talk about the game tomorrow against Leicester City, but for some reason we have other news, breaking news. Can you really call them breaking news? Not really breaking news. The Haaland news being there for a little while. You know, it's just the same information recycling over and over again. It's gonna go away for a little bit and then it comes back. Nothing special, nothing new. It's all normal. That's what we do. You know, we're recycling the same thing. Haaland was there 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. It's always like that. So it's gonna go away for a little while and come back. Go away and come back. This time, the Athletic giving even more details about the club determined to get Haaland. This time, it's not about Frank Lampard. It's about the club. So, and that tells me that the club know that Chelsea need few transfer windows before we really complete the team. Okay, no team is built in one window. Man United, how many transfer windows? Liverpool, Man City, okay, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid. You can go on and on and on. You will find that no team is going to be built in just one window. And that's why I also believe that they are going to trust Frank Lampard a little bit more, you know, give him more time to build. Because what's the point of spending all this money and not giving him a chance to see what he can do? And just imagine if we sign Haaland today, it's going to be something else. And who is going to give in, you know? We have to start thinking about what next for Tammy Abraham and Timo Werner. And also, let's think about what if Timo Werner start performing. He start firing all cylinder. Turbo Timo just comes back from nowhere and starts scoring for fun. Are we going to continue this project of Haaland? So there are so many questions that need to be asked. But I know it's a feel-good factor, you know. It's a feel-good factor, and it means nothing for me right now because anything can happen before the summer transfer window. Barcelona are pushing. The new president at Barcelona, you know, promised to people that he's going to sign Haaland when he takes over at Barcelona. And apparently, he's a good friend with Mino Raiola. And Mino Raiola is not friend with anybody at Chelsea Football Club. So you see, Barcelona want a number 9. Real Madrid also. Jovic, it didn't work out. And Perez promised that he's going to bring Haaland or Mbappe. But we know that Mbappe is not working right now and he's going to be more expensive. So they could just go for a cheaper and better option, which is Erling Haaland. You know what I'm trying to say here? I'm not trying to discourage you people, but I am being realistic here. That's the problem with me. And that's why people don't like what I said, because I try to see things from a different perspective. Right now, it's going to be very easy for me to just go for it and tell you, you know what? We're going for him. We're going to sign him. But what if it doesn't happen? What about other teams who are pushing? Are we better than other teams? We have so much that need to work together in order for us to sign Haaland. Mino Raiola, we don't even talk with him. But he talked with Real Madrid. He talked with Man United, Man City. They are friends. Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. So nothing is done yet. But we can just keep faith and hope that it's going to happen. Because somebody like Haaland is just going to make Chelsea better. You know what I mean? So don't jump yet. Don't celebrate yet, because many things need to happen. And think about it. If we don't finish top 4, do you really think that Haaland is going to sign for us? I don't know. You tell me. So, yeah, man, I know people are at work right now. This is the problem with me. It's very, very early. It's still night here in America, but I wanted to go live and talk to you guys. So if you want to come and talk to us, it's free. It's free. And you can just follow instruction. Click the link, follow instructions, and come to the chat, talk to us. Mino Raiola doesn't like Pep Guardiola. Doesn't like Pep. He once called Pep a dog. Okay. He called him a dog. Okay. Well, this is business, brother. This is business. You can call each other whatever name you want, but at the end, you can still do business. Remember Samuel Eto'o? He came to play for Chelsea after saying that years ago that he would never play for Chelsea. He better go back to Cameroon and sell peanuts than play for Chelsea. What happened? He played for Chelsea, right? So those kind of things, you just don't pay too much attention. It's business, you know. Sometimes you have to take your differences, you know, away for business reasons. You do business, that's it. I want your player, and give me your player. But Chelsea, we don't even talk to him. We don't even talk to Mino Raiola because we think he's very greedy and all that. We don't do business. But I always remind you guys that Business is business. At some point, we need to come together and agree on stuff because we have money. You got players. Why not? Let's do business. So, yeah, man. It would be really a very good deal for Chelsea Football Club, but right now I don't see it happening easily. We're gonna have to fight and fight very hard. One of the reasons that we got Timo Werner and Kai Havertz were because of the pandemic, because of the crisis. Nobody got money, and we got money. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if Real Madrid were, if we didn't have the virus and everybody was financially good, it was going to be very difficult. So, hey DJ, yeah, I'm doing good. And how are you doing? How's your family? Okay, I hope we find the best. We don't really. Okay. Yeah, I hope we can beat Leicester City. I'm so confident that we're gonna beat them. Frank Lampard knows that his job is on the line. Players know that Frank Lampard is under a lot of pressure, and they own Frank Lampard a performance. Those players. Hey, Frank Lampard made you who you are today, Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham, and because of him, people like Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner signed for Chelsea Football Club. So it's time to show him some love and fight for him. I think tomorrow is going to be some games. I have that feeling that it's going to be one of those games that everybody kind of turn up, 150% Chelsea, and give them a really, really very good game of football and win convincingly. It's going to happen. Just relax, man. Relax. Match time where you live. I don't know where you are, my brother. China Nez. Match time tomorrow. You can wait. You can check on Chelsea website. It's gonna tell you exactly, your location, because I can't really tell you your location. I'm here in America. In America, we have like 4 different kind of time here. Like 4 hours difference, and some territories like 7-9 hours difference. So I don't know where you live, and I won't be able to tell you what time it's gonna be. Let's read some comment here. Anybody want to come and talk to us? Hey, I sent you a link. You can just join us for free. Mr. Blues, I can't. Weatherman Blues. We don't really need new player in the team. Really? I think we still need new players. Not even one player, but players. Because, mistakes can happen, Nobody is scoring goals now. We're not the only team in the world that will struggle with bad signings, Real Madrid, how many players they signed in the last 4 years? Sometimes it doesn't work out. You move and go for somebody else, right? So I think we still need somebody. I'm just not sure we need somebody in the striking position, but that could be because of my, my biased opinion, because I want to see Tammy Abraham, perform at Chelsea Football Club, and somehow I'm afraid when we sign somebody like Haaland, what next for my boy Tammy Abraham? What next for my boy Armando Broja, 19 years old already. Next season he's going to be 20 years old. Why not? Mbappe was killing it at 17, 18. Why not Armando Broja? You know what I mean? That is my thinking. But Haaland is a different kind of player, different level. even though we don't know how he's going to perform in the Premier League. Of course, he's a good player, but the Premier League, bro, I don't care who you are, you're going to have some tough time because defenders are not going to give you those space that he got in Germany or he was getting in Austria. Yeah, that's where he was playing before. So Werner should take advice from Vardy before and after the match. Well, hopefully he's watching his videos. Advice for a few minutes, it won't do anything. Okay. DJ, what do you have to say, bro? Hey, DJ Sev, can you unmute?
Hi, bro. How you doing? You all right?
Good. Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. I'm currently at work doing my work from home as I always am doing from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Just listening to what you're saying about tomorrow's game, really, mate, and the comments you've been saying and everything. I have to say I'm a bit worried about tomorrow's game. I have to say that now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, sure.
Seeing the way Leicester played the other day, it's going to be a tough game, bro. It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it's going to be. And that is the kind of games that I want, a tough game, but we punish them. How about that?
If we can do that, that'd be great. But I just think Brendan Rodgers has got them up in what a way that they don't even seem to be conceding goals.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with you, but for me, I don't know. I have this strange feeling that tomorrow is going to be the day that everybody is going to fight for Frank Lampard.
I hope so. I really do. Because I just listening to him and his comments that he said. I think it was in yesterday's one of the tabloids yesterday, or in fact, he actually came out and said that he should have actually started Hudson-Odoi on Saturday, and he said he did a mistake not starting him. And I'm just thinking to myself, what exactly is Cho thinking, listening to that? Because I'm sure before the match, from what I understand before the match, there were reports coming out that when the team lineup had come out, he was not very happy about sitting on the bench again.
Mm-hmm.
My concerns are my concerns will be is he's come out and said that he's playing players on merit. I just hope to God he shows that tomorrow in his team lineup with Hudson-Odoi and Hakim Ziyech on the left and right wing.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope tomorrow is going to be. So let me ask you something, DJ. If tomorrow Kalim Hudson-Odoi doesn't play, okay, we go with different people, and then we end up by winning again. We end up by getting 3 points. Are you gonna still mad or?
No. It's not. What it comes down to, it's not about that. I mean, listen. As you can probably tell, my conversation I have with you, I rate this kid very highly. Right, I really do. I'm a massive fan of Hudson-Odoi. Right,
I know.
I've seen him actually play for the reserves. I've actually watched him play in Cobham. Seeing him come through the ranks, and I said to myself, because when me and my dad used to go and watch the games, I used to say to my dad, "This is a kid for the future." And what my dad used to say to me is, "Yes, son, it's true." But then with Chelsea, the way they're at the moment, do you think he's actually going to get a chance to play in the first team? I said, I'm hoping one day he will do. That opportunity will come along, and he will take it when it does. Obviously, we've seen the situations happening at Chelsea. They've given chances to youngsters, which is what Roman has always wanted, because he's built this massive thing for the youngsters and for the players to come through, and not seeing the fruition of that. I have to say is a bit of a downgrade. But just seeing these players now coming through, your Mason Mounts, your Hudson-Odois, obviously Loftus-Cheeks to some degree, when he was at Reece James. I hope it continues going on. And I know Lampard, when he came in last season, he had no transfer window. But he did obviously play these youngsters. But then it just tells me one thing is, obviously then when these youngsters then got their injury, it was kind of like, well, they've got to work hard to get back into the team. For me, Cho has done that. I think Loftus-Cheek has gone on loan for a reason, so he can come back next season being stronger than ever. And I just hope to. All I'm saying is that he plays these plays, he plays them, and I know it's a good thing he's actually admitting and coming out saying that he should have started Cho on Saturday. I'm just hoping he fulfills that now and plays him against Leicester. Either way, if we do win and Cho doesn't start, I'm going to be happy because it's Chelsea. It's my team at the end of the day. I support my team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but at this moment in time, let's be honest. Captain America, Pulisic, he's not in great form at the moment. I think for me, he's still got his injury.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's there. he's starting. He will come strong again.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, I think Cho is actually looking better than him. And that is why
Yeah,
I think
I
Cho
agree.
needs to. And when obviously Pulisic is fully fit, we know he's going to destroy all the defences in the Premiership anyway. So, because of the talent that he is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Completely agree.
So all I'm hoping for at this moment in time is while Pulisic has got this he's not fully fit. Cho starts, and I think Cho deserves the opportunity to get a few games under his belt. Not just start one game, then he rests him, and then he brings him on as a substitute to make an impact substitute appearance. Just start him in games and let him see what he can do. Because I believe he's over his injury, and I think he can actually really, really do something with this Chelsea team. We do need him. I think at this moment in time, if you were to ask me now, Orks, who do you think is our best three wingers at this moment in time? I'm going to choose Cho over all of them at the moment, because we saw Hakim Ziyech when he played against Manchester City. He did not look fully fit. Obviously, against Morecambe, he started to show his injury. He's getting over his injury, but then again, when he played against Fulham on Saturday, okay, things were happening with him, and I'm a massive fan of his as well. By the way, I think he was an excellent signing for us, and I want him to obviously do well at the football club. But this is one of the reasons why I would actually go with him and Cho on tomorrow, because I think out of both the players, I think out of Pulisic and Ziyech at this moment in time, you're more likely to score goals from Ziyech playing on the field of play.
Yeah. I completely agree with you, DJ. My problem is I just don't understand the frustration from everybody just for one game. And that same game, the boy came and he did his thing and helped us win. So I'm like, we should just be happy that we won. And it's just giving Frank Lampard even headache for choices. And for me, it's just all good. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't play, but I just don't see why I should just focus on why he didn't play. Instead of we won, he changed the game and he's going to play the next game, or you know.
No, I think with me, it's not about that, Walks. Yeah, I completely agree with you on 100% of what you just said. All I'm basically going by is what he said, and I keep harping on about it because it's what he keeps on saying. He plays players on merit, and for me, if you're playing players on merit, then surely Callum has to start games. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, you're right. But also playing on merit can also mean if we play against I don't know, Bolton, for example, and then you play Emerson instead of Chile because you think Emerson merits to play because he's been training good, and that game is not that. It's not in the Ben Chilwell level, you know.
Yeah.
Ben Chilwell is above, and Marcos Alonso is just like, he can do the job. Let's play Marcos Alonso. So that also is playing on merit because you merit to play. You've been training good, and when we got a team in your level, you deserve, you merit to play. But you're not gonna play. You're not gonna risk somebody. You know, your main players playing against, those. That's the way I see it. And I think Frank Lampard underestimated Fulham. He was thinking in his head, this team just played 48 hours ago. They have injuries and some players got the virus and all that. It's going to be probably an easy game for us. So let me just play my weaker team on paper and let's see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, I can put my big guns. And it worked out at the end because we won. So that is the way I see it.
Oh, no. I totally agree on that, bro. I mean, as I keep saying, it was a win. I was happy about the win. And on what you're saying about the likes of Emerson and players like that, of course, he's not going to play them in games such as Morecambe. I mean, for example, against Morecambe, I think Emerson started that game. ahead of Ben Chilwell. And for
Yeah.
that, you're saying, yeah, because you just know with Chile B's injury record, he gets one little kick from one of them plays from Morecambe. The guy could be out for how long we don't know. Okay, he's just we got to remember when we signed him, he was not fully fit. He was injured, and he obviously came back into the team afterwards. After he got through his injury, he started playing games against teams like Morecambe. You just know, without being disrespectful to teams like that from other leagues, their way of getting the win, their way of winning games and getting the ball off a play is hacking them down. And let's be honest, it was good that Chile B didn't start that game. Emerson came in that day, played well. And I have to say, he had a few shots on goal as well. He could have scored even that day. I think the frustrating thing for him that day was he didn't score. Yeah. Now, if you were to ask me to choose between him and Alonso at this moment in time, I would go for him any day of the week. And if we were to make a sale in this January transfer window of him and Alonso, I would let Alonso go way over him. I'm just glad Emerson's actually staying. But it still seems like Alonso seems like he's still going to stay at the football club until maybe till the summertime. Because like no one wants to come in for him. But in terms of the place itself, I mean, yeah, I get that. And then you can then say Mason Mount. Do you not think he deserves to get rest then, because he seems to be starting every game? And and for me, in that kind of like way, I'm happy he's starting, because obviously he's doing well for us when he starts. But you can sense though in some of his games that he is tiring out, and I think he's just probably saying he's probably happy he's getting all the minutes that he's getting at this moment in time. Yeah. But it seems like Lampard will not rest him, and he for me, if you're going to ask me about naming players that need to surely have a rest, and yeah, I know he's scoring goals, he's being effective at the moment, but I think he does genuinely need a rest. But then who do you put alongside that midfield? I mean, Cover at this moment in time for me. He didn't have a great game on Saturday. Jorginho, forget about him. I don't think he's worthy of a place in the team at the moment. Kovacic, again, that day, he was, for me, average against Fulham. So then who do? Realistically, we should go with Kai Havertz. I mean, one of our most expensive signings. Again, he's left to the bench. I mean, I know Lampard is saying that he needs time to get back. He needs time to adjust. But at this moment in time, is he really adjusting? He's not, is he? He's not getting the chance to do it.
Yeah, like I say, DJ, if you put yourself, in the manager's position, it's not as easy as it looks from our houses. You know what I mean? Because so many questions in his head, and it's just like a gamble. You have to gamble and try a different combination and see how it works. But I completely agree with you. Hopefully, from now on, he's going to make the right decision. So we don't have to keep fighting about why they didn't play. Let's just fight about them start playing, if that makes sense. So.
No. Listen, I know it's not a fighting here. I know what you mean. I know what you're going to come across. I know what you're saying. I'm not what you calling it all. I'm basically saying is, please play the plays on merit if they're doing well. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get a win against Leicester. It's going to be a tough game. I can tell you now. I've watched a couple of YouTube. I've seen a few channels here. Leicester fans are very confident about tomorrow's match.
Yeah,
we are very confident.
Yeah, we also are confident. We've been confident since December, but we don't win, right? So remember when we were, we were going to win the league and blah 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 blah. The next thing is you got smashed by Arsenal, B team, baby team, right? So yeah, let them celebrate. That is even better, because nobody is going to give excuses anymore. Like, oh, it's only Leicester, because people are expecting us to lose. So if we beat them, I don't want to see people start flip-flopping and say, oh, it's Leicester. They were not in their good day and they have this and that and find excuses. Because for Chelsea, anything we do is an excuse. If we complain about the situation or about the injuries or about the referees or whatever, it's excuses. But for other teams, it's always, oh, we have to give them some rest. We have to understand the context and all that. Context never work for Chelsea Football Club. So for me, let them enjoy, bro. Let them enjoy, because it's gonna be a hell of a game. So nobody is going to give excuses we're gonna beat them. I feel it. Tomorrow
Yeah.
is the day that people are going to fight for the manager. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
please watch
Yeah.
that game. Tomorrow
Listen.
is going to be one of those days that Timo Werner, out of the blue, starts scoring goals.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
listen, rain. You know me, bro. Rain or shine, come rain or shine. You know I support my team
Yeah.
to the end, and I always will. And I always back them to win, regardless who the opposition is. I mean, I know it's some time. I know it's still some time away to go. We've got the Champions League already. People have already said that we're out of this competition already. I completely disagree with that. I really, really do, because I think we can actually go to that game against Atletico Madrid, and we can actually show them something different. Because I know we've beaten them before. We have beaten them before, and I know it was with a different manager, different players. People will say blah 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 blah, but I think with the players we've actually got, we can actually cause an upset with
Yeah,
Atletico
even
Madrid.
though they are
I
not
personally think.
performing right now, that's the problem. They are not performing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We're missing too many chances. Stupid chances. You can't miss those kind of chances. And that's been our problem. That's why I hope that somebody is going to wake up tomorrow and take our chances. Don't miss those chances. Don't hit the post, please.
No, of course. No, of course. I mean, would you go? For the tomorrow's team lineup, would you start Kai Havertz tomorrow? I mean, do you think he's worthy of a chance? For me,
Yeah, I did
tomorrow.
my lineup. I did my preview video earlier on. I think you haven't watched it, but yeah,
I've not had a chance to see it yet.
Kai Havertz is definitely on my team. So I will go with Mendy, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zuma, and Reece James. The midfield.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah.
The midfield, I will go with. I know you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, but I will go with Mount.
Yeah.
I'll go with Mount. I will go with Kai Havertz, and I will go with N'Golo Kante.
I'm happy with that midfield.
And
that's that midfield I would have gone for.
In front, I will go with Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah.
In the middle, that is another controversy here. I will go with Timo Werner. Somehow, I feel like we need to give him that chance one more time, because Leicester sometimes play very high line, so he can take advantage. And Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and Kalim Hassan-Odoi. So he's going to have enough service from everywhere, and let's see how it works. If it doesn't work in the first half, I want Frank Lampard to make an early change the second half. Don't wait until 75 minutes to make a change.
Yeah. Do you know what, bro? That's the same line I would have gone with. The only, in fact, I'm actually happy, because that's the kind of line I think I gave to you on. I think I said that on Sunday when we last spoke, or Saturday. The only play I did say I was if and nothing about the three strikers, and I think the only reason why I said maybe not Timo Werner is because yes, I want him to get his confidence back, and yes, I want him to score goals, and he needs to do that. But because he fluffed that chance against Fulham when he was running on goal, and he had that one chance to just go run with the ball, all he had to do was put it into the back of the net. He's gone and blazed it completely wide. Yeah, and I thought that might still be going into his head. And I'm thinking maybe just because of that reason, I would have gone with Tammy, because Tammy Abraham or Oliver Giroud. But in terms of what I was telling you about listening to these Leicester fans, a lot of them were actually saying they're actually hoping Timo Werner or actually Giroud starts, because the ones would you believe the fans are actually saying the one player they're actually more worried about is actually Tammy Abraham, because he's scored against them before, and he's quite difficult to for their defense. He can cause problems.
I say this is football. This is not math. This is not kind of a predicted kind of. I don't know. This is football. On your day, you can do some damage.
Oh, of course, I know you can. Of course.
So, let them enjoy, man. Let them. The bigger they celebrate now, the bigger the disappointment is going to be.
Yeah.
So
no, for sure. No, for sure.
So man.
What do you make
ahead.
What do you make of the Haaland situation? I'm reading a lot of things saying we're going to go in for him in the summer, 100 million.
Yeah, the Athletic reported and many other sources, but I think it's not a news anymore, right? Because it's been there for weeks. It's just recycling.
No. Yeah, it is.
Recycling,
but it keeps on saying breaking every time.
Yeah, breaking all the time. It gives us something to talk about at the end of the day. But I know it's all news going on. But the way I see it is that it's not going to be easy for Chelsea. And I heard that Real Madrid,
Yeah,
they only
they're
have
running.
Benzema, who is 34 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy, Jovic, he just was loaned out because he flopped. So the president promised them to bring Haaland or Mbappe. Mbappe right now is having hard time.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Mbappe is worse than Timo Werner. That's how bad that kid been since the end of last season, and this season is just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
So I think Real Madrid are going to go for a cheaper and better option, which is Haaland. Another team, Barcelona, the president, they're going through elections now,
yes, they are. They will be.
And one of the candidates said that
it's on hold at the moment, the elections, isn't it? Because of this whole COVID thing at the moment.
Yes. So one of the candidates said that, he's going to bring Haaland. So, and that candidate supposedly is a friend with Mino Raiola. So you can see that in Spain already they are fighting for Haaland. If you come to England, Sergio Aguero is old and probably will go. And you remember that Haaland died, played for Man City, right?
Yeah.
So
I remember him.
Kind of connection over there. Man United pushing, Chelsea pushing. So for me, we're gonna be in the conversation, but I'm not sure we're gonna sign him. That is my humble opinion. And my opinion also could be biased because I want to see Tammy Abraham. I want to see Armando Broja given a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And
definitely.
I still hope that Timo Werner can score goals and Kai Havertz start scoring goals, and we're not going to need anybody. That is my... How about
No, I think we got on. I think with Timo Werner, I think people have got to understand, it's a different league. It's a different league. I think people are just jumping on the bandwagon, saying he made a wrong move. He should have gone to Liverpool. He should have done this. He'd have been better down there. I hear these comments. It's so annoying. I think he just needs to be given a chance. I think he will do well. I think he will score us our goals that we need. And, I can actually see him. I can still see him actually scoring a load of goals before the end of the season. That's how confident I'm still in Timo Werner.
I agree with you, Michael. What do you have to say, bro?
About the whole Haaland situation.
Everything you want to talk about.
How you doing, Michael?
Just slow down a little bit. Don't go like 150 miles an hour.
No, I'm not angry. No, I'm not really. I'm cool today.
Okay. Right. Let me.
I'll just say for the Haaland situation, I'll just say, like, are we trying to say that Timo Werner isn't the right striker? Then that's the question we need to ask ourselves. If we're really going to be pushing for Haaland and we are trying to break, I don't know, transfer record for Chelsea or something like that, is it our Haaland isn't good enough for Chelsea or what? Because I don't really understand why we need to go for Haaland. I get that he's a good striker, but we got Timo Werner and we actually put our beliefs that Timo Werner is going to do well for us. So for us going for Haaland, are we trying to tell ourselves that we're literally kind of kicking Timo Werner? Because if we bring Haaland and we're trying to play Timo Werner in the left, Timo Werner is going to be useless for Chelsea because clearly he has shown that he's not really good at the left in the Premier League. Maybe in Germany, he was really good when he was drifting in the left and stuff like that, but Premier League is a different league, and he has struggled to play in the left wing. So he needs to be up front, and I feel like if Chelsea is going for Haaland, we're just telling ourselves that Timo Werner isn't good for us.
So what is your position? You don't want Haaland at all? Are you crazy, Micah?
No. Look, I want Haaland, but I want Haaland.
Something strong.
No, see, guys, I want Haaland. I want Haaland. Don't lie. Who won't want Haaland? The guy's record, 35 appearances for Dortmund, I think in the league, and he has scored 35 goals, or I don't know, something like that. And also his league and the record he had in Saudi Salzburg. I want Haaland. But the fact that we went for Timo Werner because of also the record he had in the Bundesliga, and literally on the last day of his final game for Leipzig, he broke the record for the highest goal scorer for them in the club. So what's the point of going for someone that we already have that we know can score goals, and someone that we know that if we bring to the Premier League can actually score the goals that we expect the striker to score? So it's just like two situations. Obviously, at the moment, I'm like disappointed with Timo Werner and his form, but when he picks his form back, yesterday now against Leicester City, he scores hat-trick. That's 3 goals. I mean, that's 7 goals already for the season. And then the next game, he scores hat-trick again. He has already, like...
You've been in something very strong.
That's me dreaming.
Let me remind you, how about playing together with Timo Werner? You know?
Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot about Giroud. Okay, Giroud is going. So okay, that means if we're bringing Haaland, that means basically we're literally telling Tammy Abraham that bye, we don't need it like that no more.
And Tammy Abraham is going to suffer, right? Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham, but look, will I pick Tammy Abraham over Haaland? I'll pick Haaland over Tammy Abraham anytime, any day. So I don't really care about that. So, but the fact that it will pay me because Tammy Abraham is a Chelsea academy player, and one thing about me, I respect our academy players, because for them to get into the first team, they took a very, very long time to get into the first team. And so for us to come and just go out and buy another player, that's why like the whole Mount situation, it pisses me off when people are giving Mount hating, because the fact that the boy came from the academy, we didn't need to spend this amount of money to get a player like him, like we got for Havertz. So I don't know why people are hating the fact that Lampard keeps playing the boy. As long as the boy is performing, I mean, he literally got man of the match against the game. So many times that he gets man of the match, that's when people hate on him. If he doesn't perform, people hate on him. When he performs, people hate on him. You can sit down and say that Haaland Frank Lampard is playing him. There's a reason he's playing him. Havertz this season can't adapt in Premier League because of the situation. We get it. But Mason Mount is adapting somehow to the situation in this kind of situation. And for him to be playing, and he's always consistent, and we see it. He literally broke a 5-year, I think, creative record in Chelsea that was like 5 years, no one could do it, and he broke it this season. So for me, I don't know why people keep on hating on academy boys. Obviously, okay, if we bring Haaland, that's Tammy Abraham saying goodbye. But why should we not just give Tammy Abraham a chance? We gave the Jobber a chance, and he was world class for us. He literally scored in every single finals that Chelsea played in. So why can't we do the same with Tammy Abraham? I don't know why we need to go for Haaland. Haaland can be. Yeah. I don't care if he goes.
You know it goes, brother. Now we are suffering. Because we don't have the impact.
Yeah, the situation.
Let's see. I can hear you. Can you mute your whatever device you are watching?
Is it me?
Because
I think I got paused.
I can hear. So I don't know.
Okay, let me switch my camera off because it's kind of affecting.
I don't know. I think another device. You know, maybe your computer is showing this live stream. DJ, what do you have to say about your last word about Haaland in or Haaland maybe?
I was saying.
I can hear. Hey, bro, you're right. Yeah. Listen, you know what? Everything Michael echoed there, I have to say, I totally agree with him in terms of our academy plays, because I think we've wanted for a long time. I think a lot of the Chelsea fans have always said that we want to see our youngsters come through the ranks, and they are actually it's finally happening. We're seeing the fruition of it in terms of us, as I gave examples before, the players that we've got. When I say about Mason Mount, I'm not against Mason Mount. In fact, I'm actually one of Mason Mount's biggest fans. I'm actually happy he's actually there, because I think he'll probably be our next John Terry to come through the ranks and stay in the team for such a long time. Mm-hmm. All I'm basically saying is before he has a really bad injury, my worry would be is that he, I want him to have a bit of a rest. I know he's there to score the goals at this moment in time. He does all our creative play at this moment in time, because Havertz, who should be doing that all, is not getting game time at this moment in time because of his whole adapting to the Premiership, his whole situation with having COVID and all that. I get why. However, I just sometimes think he just needs to have a bit of a rest. Okay, and I just think maybe sometimes just change it. I mean,
Yeah.
Go with Havertz. But having said all that, like I said to you before already, Kovacic and Jorginho are not really saying to the manager at this moment in time, look, pick me, because I'm really, what do you call it? I'm the next person to come in there. They're not really. I mean, Cover for me. I mean, I'm not going to knock Cover. I think we've still got more of him to see, more to come from him this season, and I think he'll bring it. Jorginho, I've kind of given up on. I think he's just one of those players that you can see. He frustrates me as a Chelsea player. When I watched him play against Fulham the other day, he completely frustrated me with his passing. He was not even getting his sideways, backwards passing. It was like he didn't know what he was doing.
Man,
it's like and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? You've been given Lampard's given you that trust to go and try and do something. You've got Kante out of the team. At least go into that team and say to yourself, you know what? Boss, pick me. I'm worthy of the opportunity to come for the next match. So here I am. This is what I'm going to produce. He absolutely produced nothing that day, and I was so frustrated as a fan watching. And the worst thing of all is when we went down to 10 men. I'm surprised Lampard didn't make his changes early in the second half. When I say making the early charges, meaning the fact that when the second half started, changed him straight away. Gave him Billy Gilmore a chance in that midfield. I'm sure you'd have seen more from Gilmore than you'd have seen with Jorginho for the whole 90 minutes.
Michael, you have a lot of echoes. I don't know if you you're in the right position. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes to go because we need to go and watch Frank Lampard press conference. So be as quick as you can. You want to say something? Goodbye to people. See you tonight because I will go live after work tonight, so we can so we can talk more about Chelsea. Your last word for the stream, Mr. Michael.
I just want people to give these academy guys a chance. Let's give them a chance. Let's stop rushing for all the hottest player that is trending right now, like Haaland and stuff like that. Let these players play. We already got Timo Werner. We don't need to be going for another striker at the moment. So I just feel at the moment we don't need Haaland. People might say I'm crazy, but I'm sticking with Timo Werner. We brought him for a reason, and let's see that reason work. We just don't need to kick him out like that. So Haaland, no.
Okay. Michael, thank you so much, brother. See you after work today. DJ, what do you have to say, brother?
I love his strong views on Tammy Abraham staying and we don't need Haaland. You know what? I mean, obviously this season we're not going to get him now, obviously, because we can't get him now, even though it's January. But there's no way he's going to come in January. In terms of the summertime, do we go for Haaland? Depends. It depends on what the football club want, what the hierarchy want, because the question we got to ask is these players coming in, is Frank Lampard going to be the man to steady the ship, to have these players come? Is he going to be the ones managing? Because for me, I think if you see the likes of Haaland coming in, maybe you could see Upamecano coming in as a defender as well. That is telling me that they've obviously made plans for the future already, and it's telling me that there's a possibility that Lampard may not be the Chelsea manager come the summertime, which I hope is not the case because he's got 2 years, he's got 18 months still to run on his contract. I hope he gets given the chance to do it. But if I know our board, depending on where we finish, if he can get us to fourth, ship us to fourth or third, I hope he stays and gets the opportunity to finish that project off. But from what I'm reading, from what I'm hearing, it looks certain that we're going to be making an approach for Nagelsmann in the summer. I think that is something this is probably one of the reasons why we're not going to go for Tuchel now, or even I think we're going to go. I hope I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, Nagelsmann, great manager if he comes in, but I hope Lampard does get the chance to finish the remaining of this season, maybe even carry on if he can do for the remaining of his 18 months contract. But you just know this. I just know the board, man. I just know the board. If Roman is not happy about something or another, if Marina is not happy about something, she thinks something needs to be changed. I just feel sorry. I'm worried about Lampard, but
it is what it is, man. You and me, we don't make decisions, so it is what it is. Football is about the result, the end of the day. So if
it's a results-driven business, isn't it?
And then somebody else is going to take over. It's going to continue like that for forever. But DJ, thank you so much,
no worries,
brother. And probably if you have time tonight, we can.
I will be. What time are you planning on maybe going on? What time?
I'm not sure.
I know you're some of your family thing. I get that.
Yeah,
I get all that.
Depend on them. But I feel like I will go live at some point tonight because they are going out.
Okay, bro.
And all that. So yeah.
Well, I'll be on tonight and to catch up with you later.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
All right, bro. Peace out. Take care.
Peace.
Cheers.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you tonight. Okay. Click your bell notification on. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's just one click away. Spread the news. Okay. Come talk to us. Bring your agendas. Everybody is welcomed, even from other clubs. This is not only about Chelsea Football Club. It's about everybody. So I'll see you tonight. Let's go and watch Frank Lampard.